Good evening and welcome back to Anatomy Action News. We've got 3 shocking stories to share with you tonight discussing the joints of the body, which allows us to move freely and rigidly in our day-to-day lives. Articulations, or joints, can be divided into 2 categories, of functionality and structurally. Tonight we will be telling you about the different types of joints functionally, synarthrosis, which are not movable, amphiarthrosis, which are slightly movable, and diarthrosis, which are freely movable, and the different types of joints structurally, fibrosis, which are made of fibrous tissue, cartilaginous, which are made of cartilage, and synovial joints, which are made from the joint cavity. Diarthrosis joints can be found in the limbs, while synarthrosis and amphiarthrosis can be found in the axial skeleton. But you can find all of them here with us tonight. Let's go to Becker for our first story.
Thank you, Spencer. On to our next segment, today's advancements. Many of us have broken our bones before. Not fun. Luckily, our bodies have amazing systems that help to regenerate our bones. Unfortunately, our amazing superpowers have their limits. Age, birth defects, and substantial shattering can all inhibit our healing ability. Technological advancements and techniques of bone repair have helped overcome our biological limitations. Advancements such as electrical stimulation significantly accelerates the healing process of large fractures. Daily exposure to ultrasound has also been known to activate cartilage cells, reducing healing time up to 45%. The worst of the worst are non-union fractures. You do not want one of these. This is when 2 parts of the bone are entirely split. These kinds of fractures are often dealt with bone grafts, a type of surgery involving replacing a piece of bone with another, often a piece of the hip. However, many of these problems can be solved by one of the newest advancements, a cement-like paste called Norian SRS. SRS paste has a similar chemistry to that of your natural bone structures, so it is gradually replaced by bone. That's all for today's advancements. On to Gibson.
Oh, thank you, Spencer. I'm Gibson, your orthologist, and today we're expecting some clouds with the chance of joints. Let's start up north with the Skull Mountains, where we expect a fibrous front that is set to remain unbreakable. These sturdy fronts keep the mountains sturdy, locked together, and keeps the brain safe all year round. Next, moving down to the spinal planes, we are watching the cartilaginous current that is rolling through. We expect a bit of motion, but nothing too wild, but enough for a little stretch of fresh air. Finally, heading over to our very own Jointville, right here, we're expecting super active synovial storms. Well, that's today's movement forecast. And don't forget, keep your joints on top condition for whatever weather comes your way. On to you, Elijah.
Thank you, Gibson. Now, what we're going to be seeing out here tonight will be quite the event, so bring an umbrella. Now, it's a bit sunny out here. The synovial front isn't here just yet, but that will change. So here's what you need to know about the synovial joints. The first off will be the plane joint. It's flat and it has no axes of motion, so it'll be coming down straight and only the wind will change that. Next up is quite different. The hinge joint has 1 axis of motion and they really like to show it off. It'll be doing this sort of zigzag maneuver, this wibble wobble kind of thing. It's a bit unpredictable, but you will get used to it. Next is the pivot joint. It is long and it rotates around its long axis, so they'll be coming down real fast. And next will be, it'll have 2 axes of motion, the condyloid joint. It's this sort of egg-shaped thing. It's not candy. Do not open your mouth to try and eat it. That will just kill you. I mean, okay. It likes to move side to side on its x-axis and its y-axis, so they'll be really unpredictable to find. The next will be the saddle joint. They're recognizable by their concave and convex form. They also rotate on the x and y axis like the condyloid joint, but if they really want to, they'll rotate on both at once. Now, everybody's favorite is next, the ball and socket joint. These rotate on all axes, left to right, x, y, z. It does everything. I mean, it's just great. But unfortunately, right now, that is not great, because that will be the most unpredictable thing you will ever see. So please be careful. Now, that about covers it. I'm gonna get out of here before it starts raining bones. Back to you at the studio.
Thank you, Gibson and Elijah, for that weather report. Next up, a shocking story about how Terry won his first car. Let's go to Brady.
Thank you, Spencer. To close out our show today, I'm at the game show Joint or No Joint, where for the first time, a contestant went 6 for 6 on questions about joint and bone issues and diseases. The first question asked about inflammation and water on the knee, which Terry correctly answered as bursitis. Next was a question about sprains, where Terry knew it was when ligaments and tendons experience excessive stretching or even tear away. Then it got tricky. Terry had to distinguish between rheumatoid arthritis, osteoarthritis, and gouty arthritis. He was very good at explaining how rheumatoid arthritis is an autoimmune disease where the body tears down its own tissues and too much scar tissue forms. Osteoarthritis is the elder arthritis and is simply wear and tear of your joints, and gouty arthritis is when uric acid builds up in blood and can be deposited as sharp crystals in the joints. After getting all of these right, Terry had one question left to win a brand new car. What is the extra bone tissue that forms from arthritis called? Terry confidently responded with bone spurs and got the keys to a brand new car tossed to him.
Thank you, Brady, and congrats to Terry. Thank y'all for watching, and we'll see y'all next time.